Markiji, Banya, Broya, Lifia, Nalefia.
We now run up and down back on government in an by-election. And since you think that we are afraid, call the general election and meet us at the polls.
Bless up my people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a brand new video. Still out there as a topic right now, my people, is the reports that were sent to the House of Parliament yesterday via the Integrity Commission, my people. And many of us are eager to hear who's on those reports. We are eager to hear the illicit 8 parliamentarians who have, according to the Integrity Commission, been illicitly enriching themselves from taxpayers' money. And my people, we learned yesterday that 4 members from the Parliament had received, these copies of this report here. And as I stated in a video before, that the only time that has ever happened was last year, September the 11th, 2023, when Dalrymple was the House Speaker and a copy of an investigative report was sent to the House and 4 members received that very same copy. And it turned out to be that Dalrymple was the one who was under investigation for a vehicle that she has been collecting for but forgot to put on her statutory declaration, and she was slapped with 8 charges through the Corruption Act of the Integrity Commissions Act. And like back then, my people, we're seeing this fresh report yesterday addressed to 4 members just the same, with the Deputy House Speaker receiving 1. So my people, wanna stay tuned for this revelation here. Stay tuned for this tabling of this report. Let us see when they will table this report. But my people, you remember up in this year when Mark Golding was speaking at his budget presentation, and he basically did say, look good for the Prime Minister to be the head of government and then his wife to be the House Speaker. And a whole heap of, things where she should have called out, she didn't call out. And I too believe that the House Speaker should be one who's independent of both parties. But just for refreshing the memory, here where Mark Golding did say, my people, and the government walk out of their own parliament.
When the former speaker was forced to resign as a result of an Integrity Commission investigation, the move to replace her with the wife of the Prime Minister, so that the head of Parliament is now the spouse of the head of government, really does not sit well with the tradition that the Speaker must act independently of the government of the day. The Speaker is intended to be independent and must act independently of the government of the day. That is the tradition. That is the tradition. The failure, Mr. Speaker.
Members.
The failure to identify the so-called illicit 6 MPs.
Ela pulou.
Prime Minister fire you, both sides. Your Prime Minister fire you, both sides. Your Prime Minister fire you. Your Prime Minister fire you, both sides. Both sides.
And so my people we will be keeping an eye on them to see how long they will hold this report before tabling. It can't go like, oh, we see this year, our speaker here did basically send back a report from the Auditor General, sit down on it for about 2 months and send it back. And the Auditor General say, hey, I would them a rampart and send it back and give them. And they had to table it in the next sitting of the House, my people. And I too believe that there were many other persons. This current House Speaker are basically just coming to Parliament. A whole heap of them were just coming to Parliament, still don't even understand in entirety the whole standing order and understand the Constitution. Right? And there were veterans who in it and understand the whole runnings could have gotten this House Speaker role. Not because she was the deputy automatically she would have gotten the House Speaker. But my people, let us keep our eyes open. Remember also that the very same Prime Minister who is calling one by-election at a time right now, my people, has had his uncertified declaration lingering over his head for some 3 years and counting, my people. And we're actually going into another year where statutory declaration has to be filed. And when you can remember, this was the latest information that he gave in July of this year, my people. And here what him did say.
Written to me, I've written back to them, and it is still a matter for the Integrity Commission. Like you, I too am anxious to have this matter resolved.
But what is the nature of the issue that you keep having to respond about?
The general issue of the Integrity Commission is that they do an entire audit on your financials and your personal finances, and for me, going back several years. And that takes time because it is just not my response alone that they have to await. They have to await the responses of several other agencies, entities. It's a very detailed process. And I don't want to comment on it too much because the nature of the process is that the Integrity Commission is the entity that really should give the final disclosure and approval. One of those things you deal with politically. As I said, it is the process, and I have followed the process as best as I can, and I can only await the Integrity Commission. I am in an invidious position because I am the one that has to ensure that the law is respected, and therefore you will never hear me make any complaint. Even if I feel it has been unfair and unduly so to me, you will never hear me complain.
Right now in this segment, my people, we're seeing where Dayton Campbell of the People's National Party spoke out yesterday, my people, at a divisional conference in Clarendon. And he had a whole lot of stuff to get off his chest, my people. And he says that we can't take it anymore and that the people must vote for a team that will show up for them. As well as my people, we're seeing Prime Minister Andrew Holness basically a gloat over, anniversary of him going to the polls and being victorious back in 2020, the height of the pandemic, my people. And it basically outlined some stuff that he says his administration has achieved. And my people, I want to take in the entire video and take in even film part. And drop phone comments, my people, on what he is basically gloating over, my people. I want to talk up in the comment section. And all well-thinking Jamaicans must raise them voices. The Prime Minister shouldn't even be calling any general election or calling any by-election. And we have 8 illicit members. We need this government, this GAG government, to lift the GAG off of all of the Jamaica Labour Party ministers and let the public know who and who are under investigation for illicit enrichment. We need to know what is going on, my people. And if them not willing to talk, because the people them now hold them to account. If they're not willing to talk, the people them must shut down the country. Don't spend $1 with them. Do not spend $1 with them. Wanna stay home like how them did say on the turn on the yard in the pandemic. Lock down the country for about 5 days, my people. Wanna stay home. Do not go out there and protest. For them send the hooligan police them and the soldiers them, some of them at least, to come haul and pull on you. Wanna stay home and shut down the country and force this government to call the general election. No more time wasting. No more sitting down and waiting for them to act with integrity. Enough is enough. I seen even one of the comment up on the channel basically I say, oh, on an integrity run election. On an integrity win election, quote unquote. The very same person I say a goat and cow and this and that. And money run election. But people, at time now for to stop selling the votes. At time now for to vote on what really and truly matters and vote on where you want the future to be for the children and the grandchildren and other children to come. A time for to stop vote pan belly full and vote pan 110,000 or vote pan 120,000. A time now for to get away from that mindset and vote for what you really and truly want to see Jamaica become.
How can it be that you have a government where they tell our nurses and our teachers that you must stay and sacrifice for the benefit of this country? You have a minister of finance that raised the pay for himself and others within the political directorate by 300%. And he said that he raised it because he's trying to attract the best and the brightest and he wants them to stay in Jamaica. And only for us to get up on it, I hear that the same man said the 300% is not enough, so he migrated. An orthopedic surgeon, a bone specialist in Jamaica, earns $12 million per year. Nigel was earning 24, 2 times what a bone specialist earned. Nigel is leaving Jamaica to go to foreign to earn $431,000 US per year. If the orthopedic surgeon leave and go to the US, they would earn $800,000 US per year, 2 times what Nigel run gone for. Now, I want you to understand this here. In Jamaica, Nigel earned 2 times what the bone specialist earn. If run gone to a work, that if the man run with him or the woman who is the bone specialist, they would earn 2 times what him earn over there. And they have decided to stay because they put Jamaica first. Nigel only cares about himself. I can't talk about being personal achievement. Because any one of us could have stayed in our private endeavors and aim to be at the top of it. I could be practicing medicine and aiming to be a consultant at Mayo Clinic. All of us could do that. We took a conscious decision that we were going into politics to shape the direction that this country is going in. And 1 year before the general election, the finance minister packed up his bag and gone when we are telling all of the PNPs from how to write down the siblings or whatever it is, pack your bags and go. You can call Darren and ask him what one. Darren, how come you want my phone? You think you can call Warmington and ask him what one? Warmington money from time. And you can call Chris saying no like bright people. You know when Chris bright, what a sense? So, comrade Damien started the argument. When we go here to vote, we are voting to put a team in place. We are voting to put a team in place to manage the affairs of the country. And when you pick a team, the first thing you want a good captain, and we have a good captain in Marconi. None of them in the parliament can deal with the thing like how Marconi can deal with it. Easily. If you don't believe me, on a Tuesday, cut your tent, cover your foot, turn on your TV and watch Marconi take them to school in the Parliament of the land. And then after that, none of them can tell you that Favour can make a better minister of education than Comrade Damien Crawford. None of them can say. Favour is as exciting as watching paint dry. None of them can tell you that Christopher Thurston will make a better minister of health than Dr. Alfred Dawes. And Friday the farm fool, none of them can tell you that we will go in there and revolutionize agriculture so that we can produce for our people. We're voting for a team. I want PNP to take this as a rallying cry that our time is now. We now run up and down back on our government in a by-election. And since you think that we are afraid, call the general election and meet us at the polls. We don't take no more of this. Time come now. We don't take no more of this. Time come now. We don't use to climb down when people come by the ears funny one time. Time come now. We don't use to Jamaica when people can't buy food for them. Time come now. We don't use to Jamaica when the people never leave school done. Time come now. We don't use to Jamaica when you can't get care when you're sick. At the hospital. Time come now. We don't use to a prime minister with 49 MPs. And when he want a minister, he must be sure about if he calls money. Not clearing that I don't know backbench constituency. Time come now for you to have a member of parliament that can represent you in the parliament. The word is wrong.
Yesterday, my administration marked the 4th anniversary of its victory at the polls on September 3rd, 2020. Our stated mission was to continue the journey of Jamaica's development towards a productive and prosperous economy and a just and peaceful society. There have been unexpected shocks along our journey, which have threatened to throw us off course. In fact, our journey as a nation has been characterized by frequent, multiple, and overlapping crises. The difference with this administration compared to others is our stellar performance in preparing, withstanding, and recovering quickly from shocks, whether it was the worst pandemic in 100 years, a supply chain shock, a global inflation shock, or a shock caused by a weather event such as Hurricane Beryl. We have managed to absorb these shocks largely from our own resources. This is something that we should, as a people, reflect on. We have managed to continue the downward trajectory of our national debt, increase our reserves, keep the dollar stable, bring down inflation, and most important, continue the capital investment in critical public infrastructure such as water, roads, security, hospitals. And you would have heard Minister Vaz gloating on his 100 buses and the 100 more to come and the 100 more to come. This has never happened in the independent history of Jamaica. The critics can crow all they want. They cannot assail this fact. What is a government to do other than to do this?
My people, wanna talk up and tell me what you think. Drop on the 2 cents in the comment section and make a reason. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Run Gov't on my other platform, Facebook and TikTok. Follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase. It goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership. You get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. Like up the video, share out the videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. On the road to 20k. Help me to get there, my people. Get this video to at least 3,000 likes, my people. Spread it out near and far. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.